So the much anticipated patch 4.4 just went live on Battlefield 5, and so far everything looks to be pretty positive. So the question is, what's changed in this one? Well guys, this is BillyEatWorld again, and let's find out. Alright, so to kick off, first up, the most obvious thing you're going to notice in this patch is the two brand new close quarters maps that got revealed at Gamescom a few weeks back. You can now find Lofoten Islands and Provence available on Squad Conquest and Team Deathmatch playlists, but no word yet on whether they're going to be brought to any more modes. Also, another quick map update that's gone a bit under the radar in this patch. Turns out Mercury is now also available on Squad Conquest. So all up, the Squad Conquest rotation is looking a bit more like a proper playlist now, which hopefully should keep these servers populated over the next few months. Now, not just that, but also in the current builds are the two new weapons we also saw at Gamescom, the Beretta PG and the Panzerbuch 39. Both of which apparently will be available to unlock over the next 2 weeks of Tides of War, so if you're interested in those, make sure you keep an eye out. Also, the other big new addition in this patch is that we've finally got a max rank increase from 50 up to a total of 500, which honestly I don't think I'm ever gonna reach, but if hitting max rank is something you're into, well now you've got a decent enough goal to aim for. Now, apart from the new content, probably the most important thing about this new patch is that it looks like it's done a lot for stability. And look, there are still people complaining on social media about, for example, the stuttering issues, but from my personal experience, it does seem to be a bit better than it was before the patch. Also, there's been some fixes to various crashing issues, which once again, I didn't really have an issue with, but I'm sure a lot of people were worried about. And also, it's good to see some stability fixes rolling in for Firestorm in this patch as well. That's not something that we play down here in Australia, but if you do, well, that's good news for you. Not just that, but it also looks like there's been a ton of weapon balance changes, some predictable and some actually pretty unexpected. Like, for example, the MMGs have got a massive nerf to first shot recoil, and apparently they're also going to be hit with the nerf bat again in the next few patches. Now, the big surprise though was that DICE actually buffed bolt-action sniper rifles, not only by increasing their bullet penetration, but also by increasing their damage model. And also on the other end of the weapon meta, well, there's been some serious changes to SMGs and their specializations, so if you are someone who likes to play medic a lot, then I'd highly recommend you check out the patch notes because there's a lot of details in there that you'll want to know about. Now, I think probably the most interesting thing about this patch isn't what's been added, but unfortunately what's still missing or still needs work. For example, Al Sandan is still not in the game, so it does look like DICE are still having a few issues porting the map over to multiplayer from the campaign. With that being said though, apparently in the not too distant future, in update 4.6, we are going to be seeing another new map, Operation Underground, added to the game. So hopefully soon, fingers crossed, after a few agonising months of waiting, Conquest Large fans should finally have a new full-sized map to play on. Also, just before we finish up, I should mention one of the big disappointments for me in this patch is that DICE have decided to partially roll back their nerf on AP mines. Apparently they once again don't despawn after death, and to be expected, it looks like a lot of people are already complaining about this a fair bit. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about, unfortunately in this update there's been no news or changes to team balancing, which is an especially hard blow considering how focused this update is on Squad Conquest. Apparently they are working on some kind of fix for this, but sorry guys, if you're hanging out for this one, looks like you will have to deal with stacked servers at least for a little bit longer. But anyway, guys, that just about wraps up this quick update. So as always, make sure you let me know what you think in the comment section below. And of course, just remember there's a ton of info available on this and much more in the official update 4.4 patch notes. So check them out in the description if you want all the details. As always, though, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please feel free to check out the links in the description if you want to see any more of these videos. And don't forget, you can find my Twitter and Discord links down there as well if you want to keep in touch. And as always, until next time, see you later, and have a good one.